and blessings, you all. I'm just taking a moment because I literally have been channeling this message for the last couple of days. And I just want to get it out there because apparently it's something I'm meant to say, or there's a reason why I'm channeling this message. Maybe there's someone else that needs to hear it too. The message is God loves a fool. God loves the fool. I'm laughing. Look, y'all getting that cackle out of me today because, I mean, it's been really being like just here. It's just been here. Like, and I'm just like, why? Like, why do I keep thinking this? God loves the fool. Why does God love the fool? And why am I getting this message? And I'm realizing, you know, as I sit with it, I've been sitting with it for a couple of days now, and I'm just like, okay, like I received the message, thank you. What does this mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? I've just really been like meditating on it, you know, with everything that I've been doing. And I'm realizing the reason behind this is God does not need you to do the thinking all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we think, but allow yourself to channel the messages because they come to you with ease when you're not overthinking. And I had to really, it took me a while to even understand what overthinking is because I'm a person that feels as though in thinking, like we're meant to think. So how can you overdo something that you're meant to do? But I guess what I'm discovering is that you can think too deeply into something, which can then make you pause or make you freeze on what it is that you're meant to do or accomplish. For example, me thinking like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to start this business doing what I love, doing this. Then I sit here and I start thinking about, okay, well, if I start this business, people are going to attack me, or people are not going to be on my side about this, or my parents may not agree with this, or my siblings and what it is that they're doing, it may not, you know, go along with this, so they may shun me for doing what it is that I'm doing. You know, starting to just make things up in your head, like going on and on and on, when really you should concentrate only on that thought and what's going to build that thought, not what's going to tear it down. Okay, so with that being said, going back to God loves a fool, you know, we have to be willing to just put ourselves out there, willing to like go for whatever it is that we desire, like willing to go for it in some way, allowing ourselves to the grace enough to believe that it's possible and know and just go with that thought. So I guess I've been receiving that notion to be the fool, like to just go with it on my endeavors because I'm meant to because I'm meant to trust. I'm meant to have faith that whatever it is that I desire is truly possible, and I don't have to worry about the whens, whys, whats, where's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to worry about any of that. All I have to do is put forth the effort toward what it is that I desire, you know, and that's something that I feel as though I've been doing, but for that to come to me now, you know, maybe I'm channeling the message for someone else, you know, or maybe it is something that I needed to, you know, really digest. As to, it's like, you know, we do things intuitively. When I say intuitively, that's a whole nother thing to break down, because people think, you know, their intuition is what they're thinking about, but the intuition is truly what you're not thinking, that you just do. Honestly, it's what you literally just do without thinking, like without thinking about it. And the reason I was able to even recognize my intuition, like my test of my intuition, has been for me and for you. You may want to try this someday. I don't know. You know, you may live in an apartment building or be in a place where you can try this often. Maybe it's where you work. But if there's multiple elevators or multiple choices of some matter, doing what it is without thinking, you know what I'm saying? Circling one without even thinking about it. Like without, you know what I'm saying? Like without having to think, without using your thought, you know what I'm saying? Just doing it. I will literally push the elevator button going down or going up with the, you know, whatever it is, wherever it is that I'm going. And stand in front of the elevator that I literally just walked to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whichever one I walk to, like, without thinking about it. When I think about it, a lot of times I'm wrong. Just thinking about it. Like, oh, it's going to be that one. Like, I actually thought, like, go to that. You know, no, I literally just push the button and walk. And then I realize a majority of the time when I just walk and stand in front of an elevator, that's the one that opens up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just walk over to the right one without even thinking about it. And that's exactly what intuition is. It's what you do intuitively, you know what I'm saying, without thinking, not even taking the moment to like really think, and make a choice, you know what I'm saying. Oh, I think it's this one, or I'm gonna go with this one. That's a choice, you know what I'm saying. Intuitively, if you look and you're already standing in front of this elevator and it's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna stick, you know, this is where I'm standing, so I'm just gonna stand here, like, you know what I'm saying. You already walked there, this is where you are, you know what I'm saying. So understanding that, you know what I'm saying, like when that door, you know what I'm saying, ding, I see it light up, and I'm just like, I didn't even think about it. I just stood here. You know, I'm realizing that my intuition is so strong. So even in picking up my daily messages, and this like could very well be considered, I guess this could be considered sacred knowledge. I don't know. I'm not getting, I mean, like, I'm intuitively sharing it, so who knows. I can't say that I wasn't meant to share it because something told me to share this right now. So that's what I'm doing. Look, and I'm looking like I sat these here. Look, I got 2 parking tickets, separate days, of course, you know, but I got 2 parking tickets, and they're sitting here in front of me because I'm getting ready to pay them. But I'm sitting here with these parking tickets, and something made me look down at the numbers on the meters, and then I saw 1717 right here. And something intuitively is telling me go ahead and like look that number up and find out what the hell it means, because I looked at it multiple times at this point. I'm just saying 1717, so I'm gonna look up the angel numbers and, you know what I'm saying, and spiritual numbers, you know, guidance for that, because I must know. As a matter of fact, let me do that right now. Okay, I'm back. And what it is that I just read, which I just read a few things, you know, that really stood out to me. Some of the first things, but it really is about your soul's purpose and what it is that you're meant to be doing and following that path, communicating. And it's funny because that's what I'm trying to do right now, intuitively, just knowing that I'm meant to communicate these things, because I'm still getting used to this shit. I'm sorry to curse. I'm still getting used to these things, you know, at least doing it on camera, you know, and doing it. So I'm trying to think of the word, a good word that I'm trying to use. Something with purpose. I mean, I'm just trying to. And it's so funny because I feel like I'm having like the biggest brain fart right now, but I'm just gonna keep talking because I know the word's gonna come to me. I don't know why it left. Oh my gosh, that's so weird. Like, it's a word that I probably use often. I'm like, give me a second because I'm seeing the word. I think I'm seeing the word. or I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, but I'm not seeing it. Intentional. The word that I'm looking for is intentional. I'm being intentional about the things that I do and the things, so I'm intentionally sharing with you all the things that I'm channeling at the moment. And it's so funny because I feel like that took a minute to come into the glass, and it's probably because there's nothing in the glass. I'm looking like I have this glass here in front of me. Sometimes I'm scrying. Sometimes it helps. You know what I'm saying? Even with words, I'll start to see them. It's like, And it just took a second, and maybe it's because there's no water or liquid in this glass at all. I drank it. But anyway, I'm happy, you know what I'm saying, to share, and I'm doing my best to learn as far as getting myself in the habit of staying on topic intentionally. It's not something, you know what I'm saying, like normally, like I have ADHD. I'm not gonna lie, you know what I'm saying, like it's no reason to lie about that. Like I have ADHD, something that I have dealt with all of my life, not undiagnosed, so without help. So I'm learning to correct myself and my thinking and what I pay attention to by myself. I'm learning, you know what I'm saying, like I'm starting to do all right, like I've lived this long. Hey, what can I say? I'm doing something right, but when it comes to this is something that, I have to be really serious about that, and I want to make sure that I'm staying on topic as to what it is I'm doing. So please forgive me if I go over things after going away from the topic, and then I come back to bring myself back onto topic. It's necessary though, because I don't want to leave where it is that I started for too long, but I understand and feel as though you all will understand as well, because it's very relatable, It's so relatable. But yes, so we're going to go back to the topic of God loving a fool, because God can then surprise you. And when I say God for myself, it's not important to me as to what religion a person is, or even what religion I am. I'm on in a spiritual sense as to God energy, as to high vibration, and what it is that you want to attract into your life, and what it is that is brought into toward you, what it is that your energy is, your highest self, and where your highest self is. So when I say it for me, I'm saying, what it is that comes towards me is what it is that is directed by the Most High. I'm when I say the Most High, meaning, what is highest of me, because that's different for everyone. You know what I'm saying? We can all pray to the same God and come back with different stuff, thinking that we're correct, and feeling as though we're correct, and perhaps you are correct for yourself. That does not mean that your thinking is correct for everyone else. Never think that. And if you do, that's your thought, not mine. So I understand that we all have our own gods within us, and that is where I lie with that. And I won't fight with anyone about that. I'm not going anywhere further with that, because if I sit here and pray to God and tell God that you're wrong and that you deserve to be punished, and you praying to God saying the same thing, or telling me, telling God that I need to be punished, or I need to be healed, or whatever it is that you feel, God hears both sides of that. My God heard one thing, your God heard another. No, seriously though, but let's say the same God hears the same thing, okay? And you have to recognize and see that God and I have a connection, just as you and your God have a connection. You cannot sit here and try to debate and think that I in some way have no connection to the same God that you believe in, because God is the Alpha, the Omega. God is internal and external. God is everything. God is all. God is within. And that is my point. So as long as, you believe that there is higher power, or that there is power outside of what it is that you see in front of you, you know what I'm saying, or only what you see in front of you. If you understand that whatever you see in front of you is also within, then, we'll both resonate with what it is I'm saying. Now if you want to get into the Jesus Christ thing and all of that, as long as you don't believe Christ is Jesus' last name, we'll do okay. But back to where we're going. God loves a fool. God can easily bless you and surprise you with what is for you if you are not overthinking. And when you overthink, you're attracting whatever negative thoughts that you have within. Like, whatever negative thoughts come to you and you're sitting here seeing it, once you see it, it becomes your reality. So I'm in my realization of this. I want my reality I want my reality to be the epitome of my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want it to be just like the greatest thing ever. So therefore I have to conquer my thought process. I have to allow myself to see only the great of situations, so that I can attract to me the greatest of situations, of the greatest of things. If I sit too long thinking about the negative, that negative energy is what it is I will draw in. You know what I'm saying? So with that understanding, and also the understanding that whatever I believe to be so is so, then I realize and recognize where my control lies. You know what I'm saying? You can't control everything outside of yourself. However, you can with control of yourself. And that's the part that people have to recognize and understand. And something that I really keep thinking about as of lately is the people who do choose to do what it is that, we may actually look at and see as wrong. When I look at it, excuse me, I'm getting tired right now. It's currently almost 1 o'clock in the morning. It's like 12:50 in the morning where I am in the U.S. But when we look at like the people who seem to be thoughtless, like the people who seem to be like just be able to just act without thinking about who they're harming or what they're harming or what they're doing, those people, they are not putting thought into what if something doesn't work out. So you have to understand, it's like on a certain level, they are the fools, and that's why they actually get their way. You know what I'm saying? So if you have great intentions, imagine what you can do. You know what I'm saying? Just with those great intentions and keeping in mind only the positive about what you're doing, like only focusing on what you're doing, not focusing on what's going to happen because of it, or all of those extra things that lead you to have a self-doubt, you know what I'm saying, that you do not want. Really understanding that for yourself is what's going to help you to achieve what it is that you're meaning to achieve. We cannot focus on what it is that could go wrong. We have to focus only on what it is that's going to make it happen. And that's what I'm learning, and that's what you should be learning too. I'm going to leave that at that point tonight, because that is what I came here to say. And I hope that I didn't take too much of you all's time with that, getting that message out, because like I said, I understand that I scramble. I have one thought that leads to me channeling another thought, and next thing I know, I've got a whole pile of thoughts that I'm trying to combine into one message that was supposed to be about one thing. But I feel as though intuitively I know I'm saying what it is that needs to be said. So I hope that you understood and took from it what was for you, in this message. And I will be back again soon. Peace, love, and light to you all. I am Goddess Kali, aka the Goddess, also known as Madam Divine Love. And I can't wait to come back and share with you all again. Y'all literally are seeing me, for the first time for some of you, and that's okay. I'm very excited to introduce myself to you. I'm very excited to share these parts of myself with you, with the world. it's a blessing to be able to, you know. I'm very thankful. I'm very grateful for everything that even exists at this time, to the point where I can sit here, record, or go live and be able to reach many people, you know, through the energy and who is attracted. So I look forward to getting to know people further as I get to know myself further. And I hope that you all enjoy the messages that I come to share. And that's all. That's all for now. You know, look, I'm excited, and at this point I'm rambling, but I'm just gonna say over and out. Peace, love, and light to you all. Y'all have a good night.